and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
2nd and 9 now. In trouble, and he's taken down. Sam Hubbard picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Being chased out left. They'll fire this deep for Gallup. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
And he goes out right around the 39. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bengals drive about to get going. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down. 14. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. He's going to go up top again. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. After the penalty, it's Mixon. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. Creeping up on a minute to play in this 1st half. Here's a run with Mixon. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. No gain on the play. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because...
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Bo Scarborough, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. And what I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half. And that'll give us momentum going into the 2nd half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Rams take over 1st and 10.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a 1st half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the 2nd. But as there's also something to challenge in your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. He would call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now back to throw. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down. Here's 2nd and 10. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it'll be intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, and how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. He'll hand it off here. This is Mixon. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Burrow looking to pass. It's caught by Mike Evans. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They run. This is Scarborough. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. They'll run forward with Bo Scarborough. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Bo Scarborough, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals add on to their lead.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the 2nd half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Von Bell. And he will bring it back. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
On first down, they'll start out with Akers. And, boy, this defense, again, really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. He was brought down by Michael Davis.
Brings up second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now he'll look to throw here on second and 10. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
I think the good offensive coordinators in the league now are looking at the fullback position and finding the right guys to hide in that spot and increase their passing game, as we just saw there. How about the run after catch?
Well, yeah, whether it's a true fullback, a tight end, you put in the fullback spot, you know they're going to be tough to bring down if you can get them the football in the passing game.
Brings up second and
that last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable second and 1. That's out to the left, flat and complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a first down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll air this one out deep for Perriman. And incomplete on the deep ball. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Now a quick throw into the hands of Jefferson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
first and 10.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Ron Thornhill. And you have to wonder, Charles, in a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Again, it's Burrow on 2nd and 10. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line.
Well, we're always talking about the athleticism we see from these guys on the field. How about the intelligence as well? He recognized that there was a screen pass on that one, broke off his pass rush, and got back to tackle the running back. That's great scouting and great reaction.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. This is taken at the 23. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And now here's another interception. William Jackson with a pick. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
And he rifles one incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 11. They go play action with Burrow. And that is incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
9-yard attempt.
And it is good. Oh, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. And the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
20-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
At the 18-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. My goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
How about this starting field position? 1st and goal from 2 yards out. Mixon trying to punch it in. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
A loss of 3. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Oh, he's going to keep it on the option. Another try for Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Cincinnati.
Joe Mixon His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Carlson on for the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Makes the score Bengals 34, Rams nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th quarter. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
3rd and 10.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. The throw complete to Cam Akers. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Finding Jefferson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
First down play. They go play action here on 1st down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another 1st down.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. A quick throw complete into the flat out left. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Michael Davis. And he'll take it all the way out near the 30-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Burrow on play action. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Samson Abuka. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Now Burrow loses the football. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within the shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. Airing this one out for Evans. With a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
3rd down.
Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. Has a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. They'll look to throw here. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
This is out quickly to the right. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
It's now 4th and goal.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Grover Stewart. And this shutout is going to continue as the defense holds again. They try to eat some clock with Mixon. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some clock.
They try to run on 1st down, but this defense says no dice. They stop him a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted. There is something to a game plan when trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Going to air it out deep for Gronkowski. And unable to connect, incomplete. And give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
So that one will be accepted. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll set up a throw. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee, and that'll make it third down. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down.
But it's fourth down.
And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on fourth down tries. They're trying again. Knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bengals will get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're in control here as they start 1st and 10 and appearing to have righted the ship following that 2-game losing streak. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in.